Cincinnati. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals versus Drew Brees and the LA Chargers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
He was brought down at the 20.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And right side, Henry's got it. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure. They didn't give him much run after catch.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now for Brees.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Brees. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got room. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Jackson.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Now Jones. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He is good. Makes the score.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
4-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones there to make the grab, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Catch is made by Harry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jones, the ball carrier. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points reserved, we'll call this play significant.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
Holding offense.
Can't do that, man.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
We'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Camaro. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Carr got a man open. That's Harry. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Mario Addison on the stop. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They run it again with Camara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll run. This is Camara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offside. Defense.
What's up, man?
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Carr, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
Return team.
This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Jared Cook.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Again, it's McCoy. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Right side caught by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the